So I hope all are good. Now, today is the first academic year of our Hindi class. I'm your Hindi teacher. My name is Ajaya Vasudev. Okay, so before starting the poem or the lesson, what is the first one? I think that I'll try to give you some general instructions regarding your Hindi. What is it? Up till 4th standard, you used to write with pencil, but no. From now onwards, you have to write with pen, all the subjects. So for Hindi, the thing is, you need a 200-page notebook, double line. Okay, so keep it in mind, it's not single line as it is Hindi. You need a double line Hindi notebook. So, and the main thing is, you should be very attentive in the class. That is the first thing. If you are attentive in the class, it will be very easy for you. You can follow each and every notes properly. So first of all, be attentive in the class. Whatever you are reading, whatever you are writing, your handwriting should be very legible. Your handwriting acts as a bonus marks. You know, for your marks it acts as a bonus. So you write very neatly. So, those who have studied in this school, for them Hindi starts from the 1st standard itself. So they know the alphabets, Swarakshar, Vyanjanakshar, everything. For them for 5th standard it may be easy. But there are some students, those who have joined the school this year itself. They may have started Hindi this year. For them studying this poem, lesson may be a little bit hard. So for them, I tell you, you have to buy a Hindi textbook from 1st standard, from the primary section, only for those who have joined this year and who don't know to read and write Hindi properly. The others can follow this text itself. For them, they have to buy one Hindi textbook from the school, 1st standard, from the primary section, and from that you try to learn all the alphabets, Swarakshar, Vyanjanakshar. Now you all have enough time. So when we'll come face to face, before that you have to learn all the Swarakshar, Vyanjanakshar very well. So you can go to this lesson. Then teacher will tell you how to read and write. So for those students, those who have joined this year, and for the other students, what you just follow this textbook. So while learning, you need a textbook, a pen, and a rough book. In that rough book, you have to note what I am teaching. And in your fair notebook, which I told you, you need 200 pages double line, in that you only have to write fair notes. Don't write anything which is given or anything which is told in the fair notebook. That you only have to copy it when I'll send you the notes in the parents' app. Okay. So when I'll send you the notes at that time, copy the notes very legibly, very nicely you have to write. So now whatever I'm teaching in rough, you write in the rough book. So your textbook should be open, you need a pen. And the main thing, your attention in the class. Don't look here and there. We'll come to know if anybody is distracted. So please be attentive and listen what teacher is telling. And how the teacher is pronouncing, be attentive to that pronunciation and pronounce like that. Your Hindi should be like Hindi, not like Malayalam. The pronunciation should be as same as how teacher is pronouncing. Okay, so that was the general instruction. Keep it in mind. First of all, you should be attentive in the class. Second, 200-page notebook, double line, not single line, double line, because it is Hindi. Your writing should be very legible, write very neatly, it will add bonus to your marks. Fourth, whatever I am teaching, that page, you have to read it very well, that poem or lesson. Read it, it will improve. So your reading should be good. You have marks, there are marks for reading, writing, pronunciation, accent, everything. So that will all count for your exam. So this is the thing before your class which I want to tell you. No more stress that there may be some students, for them Hindi is very, don't come with that problem. If you will listen in the class, it will be very Easy for you. Okay. So let us start our class. Come on. Now open the first chapter. When you open the first chapter, what is it? You will come to the first poem. We'll start with a very beautiful poem which is known as Pushpa Ki Abhilasha. Now, Pushpa Ki Abhilasha. First of all, I'll explain the meaning of this. First of all, I'll explain the meaning of this poem, Pushpa Ki Abhilasha. Okay. Okay. So, Pushpa Ki Abhilasha, we'll start the poem. First, I'll try to explain the meaning of the topic Pushpa. Okay, children, what is Pushpa? Pushpa means flower. What is Abhilasha? Wish, desire. Desire of a flower. Now, you may be thinking, what is the desire of a flower? As here, first of all, when we are learning a poem or lesson, we should know the poet's name. If it is a poet, it is known as Kavi. If it is a poetess, it's known in Hindi as Kaviyatri. So it is a poet, so it's known as Kavi. You should know the name of the poet or the name of the author of the lesson. Okay? Now, so the name of the poet is a must, because in the exam mostly it is an asked question. What is the name? For example, Pushpa Ki Abhilasha ke Kavi ka naam kya hai? It comes for 1 mark. So why you are losing that 1 mark? You should know. Not only that you should know to write the name of the poet. The poet's name is Makhan Lal Chaturvedi. So what you should do, write the name of the poet again and again, so you will not make mistake. Why? If you are writing Makhan Lal, when teacher is reading, she should understand that it is Makhan Lal. If the spelling is wrong, I'll give you, the marks will be cut. So the author's name, if you are getting 1 mark, half marks are for spelling and half marks the name of the poet. So the question may come vice versa also. As is Kavita ke Kavi ka naam kya hai? It will come like that way also. Makhan Lal Chaturvedi ne kaun si kavita likhi thi? Okay. So therefore, the poet's name, the poet name and the name of this poet. This you should know it very well. So Pushpa Ki Abhilasha. इसके जो कवि है उनका नाम है माखन लाल चतुर्वेदी. Chaturvedi, this form, like that way you have to write. Now one thing I tell you, Makhan Lal Chaturvedi, Hindi ke. Now see, when you are learning Hindi, you should know also to speak Hindi, so the accent, the pronunciation, listen carefully, so that Hindi you have to learn. You have to learn all the subjects, the same thing like this, no? So listen to the pronunciation. पुष्प की अभिलाषा, जिसके कवि का नाम है माखन लाल चतुर्वेदी. माखन लाल चतुर्वेदी हिंदी के प्रसिद्ध कवियों में से एक है. He is one of the famous poet of Hindi. Hindi famous poet, his name is Makhan Lal Chaturvedi. And पुष्प की अभिलाषा उन सब में से, उन प्रसिद्ध कविताओं में से एक है. It is one of the famous poem of Makhan Lal Chaturvedi. It is very famous. For recitation, anything, if you will learn this poem full by heart very well, with nicely, you will get full marks. So this poem is mostly recited. Now it is in fifth. Most, if you grow up also, this poem you can hear outside. So, Makhan Lal Chaturvedi is one of the famous poet, and Pushpa Ki Abhilasha is one of his very famous poem. Desire of a flower. If you say in English, it is desire of a flower. So first of all, I'll read the whole poem. Listen carefully, listen to the pronunciation. When I say face to face, it should be by heart from you. Not only by heart, with meanings you understand and by heart. Okay, so listen. चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिन प्यारी को ललचाऊं. Once again, listen. चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिन प्यारी को ललचाऊं. Second stanza, चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं, चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ूं, भाग्य पर इटलाऊं. You can also say after me, I can listen. चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं, चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ूं, भाग्य पर इटलाऊं. मुझे थर्ड स्टैंजा, मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. मुझे तोड़ देना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ पर जावे वीर अनेक. Who is the poet? Makhan Lal Chaturvedi. When you see a film, you know the director of the film, no? So same thing, you should know the poet also. Otherwise, no marks. If in the exam the poem is coming and you are not writing the poet's name, marks will be cut. So, poet's name, poem. You should know. Now I'll tell you the meaning. Okay, let's explain to you. So, how to read again? Listen once again. चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिंद प्यारी को ललचाऊं, चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं, चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ूं, भाग्य पर इठलाऊं. मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. Makhanlal Chaturvedi. Okay, so now we'll come to the first stanza. What is it? चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जा. So we'll come to that first two line of this stanza. चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के. What is चाह? Wish, desire. What is सुरबाला? Angel, Dev Kanya. Gehno. Gehna means ornament. So Gehno is plural of it, which is known as Gehno. Guntha. Guntha means to tie up. सुरबाला फूल जो कवि है वो फूल के माध्यम से, the medium of the flower, the poet wants to express something. What he wants to express? चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं. I don't have the desire to be tied in the ornaments of an angel. Angel. You can see, no, in the ornaments, flowers are tied like that way. So the flower is telling, I don't have the desire to be tied in the ornaments of an angel. You people, what you do? You tie me here, you tie me there, you make for decoration, but I don't have that type of any desire. So the first two line is, चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं. गूंथना means to tie up. मैं नहीं चाहता कि कोई भी मुझे सुरबाला के गहनों में बांधे, मुझे बांध ले. I don't want anybody to tie me on the ornaments of an angel. Gehna means ornament. Understood the first two lines? Understood? Okay. Second two lines are, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिंद प्यारी को ललचाओ. So that चाह, you know, no, desire. Now what is premi? Lover. बिंद प्यारी को ललचाओ. बंधना, बंधन, limitations. Lalchao, to attract. I don't want to be tied up also in the garland of a lover or bridegroom. When the bridegroom, they put a garland, no? So I'm not interested in that also. I don't know why the people, they are tying me in the ornaments of an angel. They are tying me in the flowers of a garland. I'm not at all interested. Now we may be thinking, then what is this? What the flower is interested actually? The flower is not interested to be tied up in the ornaments of an angel, not in the flower of a garland of the lover. So, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला. प्रेमी माला means जो माला प्रेमी पहनते हैं. प्रेमी, lovers. The garland worn by the lovers or the bridegrooms. बिंद प्यारी को ललचा. Why they are wearing the garland? So they can attract. Lalchana, to attract. So चाह नहीं मैं सिर्फ. So got that fourth stanza? Is it clear now? मैं नहीं चाहता. कौन है ये मैं? Not me. The flower. Who's telling this? The poet. Poet क्या कह रहा है कि मैं नहीं चाहता कि मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं. मैं ये भी नहीं चाहता कि कोई भी मुझे प्रेमी माला में बिंद कर रख दे. I don't want anybody to tie me in the ornaments of an angel, nor in the, what is it? The garland. Okay, so that is the desire. In the first stanza, is it clear what was the desire of that flower? Okay. Now in the second stanza, it is about the desire of whom? The other things, other, और भी उसकी कई इच्छाएं हैं, कई आकांक्षा, और वो क्या है हम देखते हैं. चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाओ. चाह नहीं, मुझे बिल्कुल इच्छा नहीं. क्या मुझे इच्छा नहीं? सम्राट. See, lot of plurals that we learn afterwards, singular, plural and everything afterwards. Samrat means king or samrato, kings, plural. सम्राटों के शव पर, शव means dead body. हाँ? तो हम क्या करते हैं जब किसी की मृत्यु होती है तो हम उस पर फूलों की वर्षा करते हैं, है ना? So when anybody dies, what we do? We offer flowers and all, no? लेकिन जो फूल है वो नहीं चाहता कि कोई उन्हें किसी की डेड बॉडी पर उन्हें डाले. सो वो नहीं चाहता, फूल नहीं चाहता कि सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाओ. These two lines, that flower is requesting to whom? Hari. Now who's Hari? God. Hari means God, ईश्वर, भगवान. वे भगवान से विनती करते हैं, प्रार्थना करते हैं, requesting, pray, God, please don't tell those human beings that what they are doing. वो मुझे सम्राटों के शव पर डालते हैं. मैं ये ऐसा, मुझे ये रोक दो उन्हें कि मैं सम्राटों के शव पर डाला जाओ. प्लीज स्टॉप देम. I don't desire. My wish is not that. So फूल कह रहा है कि सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि means ओ गॉड, डाला जाओ. So clear? What is that second stanza, first two line? कवि फूल के माध्यम से कह रहे हैं. The medium of flower, the poet wants to tell that I don't want to be put on the dead body of a king. Got it? Now the next two line. चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ू, भाग्य पर इठलाऊ. देवो, देव, भगवान, देवो, gods. I don't want to be put also, I don't want to be offered in front of God also. This flower still. मैं ये भी नहीं चाहता, मैं भगवान के ऊपर भी नहीं चढ़ना चाहता. चढ़ू भाग्य पर इठलाऊ. What is भाग्य? भाग्यम, say in Malayalam, no? Say भाग्य, fate. इठलाऊ, गर्व करूं, अहंकार. इठलाऊ means to be proud. Now when you are offered in front of God, we feel that the flowers are feeling so pride that you all are offering in front of God, so that I'm feeling that much pride and all. No, never. I'm not at all feeling pride. So मैं नहीं. So that the first two stanza, it is about the desire of a flower, that it is not wanting this type of things. Okay. So again I tell you that first two stanza. कवि फूल के माध्यम से, with the medium of a flower, the poet wants to express his views. What? कि फूल नहीं चाहता कि वो सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाए. फूल ये भी नहीं चाहता कि वो प्रेमी के माला में बंध जाए. फूल ये भी नहीं चाहता कि कोई भी उसके सम्राटों के शव पर डाले. और फूल ये भी नहीं चाहता कि कोई देवों के सिर पर डाले और इनसे वो अपने भाग्य पर इठलाए. That means flower is not at all desiring that anybody will put him on, or anybody will tie the ornaments of an angel. Same thing, the flower is also not desiring that anybody will entangle in the garland of a lover or the bridegroom. Same thing, the flower is also not desiring to be offered in front of the dead body of a king, or it isn't decorated as in front of gods and all. तो आखिर ये फूल चाहता क्या है? Who is asking? You itself in the mind may be asking. आखिर ये फूल क्या चाहता है? Okay, that we'll know in the third stanza. So first two stanza, is it clear to everybody कि फूल क्या नहीं चाहता और फूल क्या चाहता है? वो हम देखेंगे third stanza. मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम टेक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. कवि कह रहा है मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली. In this two stanza we came to know about the desire that that the flower does not wanting these things. But what he is desiring? The flower is desiring मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली. तोड़ लेना means pluck me. Who this flower is telling? To Vanmali. Vanmali means what? Gardener. He is requesting the gardener, please pluck me. And उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक. Path means road, on that way, on that path. Please throw me on that path. Which path? मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना फेंक. Please pluck me from gardener. Vanmali means gardener. Gardener, please pluck me. Throw me on that way. In which way? मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. मातृभूमि, our motherland. Who goes and sacrifice their life for their country? Our dear soldiers. So the soldiers, where they go for a march, where they go and sacrifice their life for their country. My wish is that you please put me on that way where the soldiers are passing, where they are sacrificing their life for their country. You people think that I'm very happy when you are trying in the ornaments of an angel, when you are trying in the garland of a lover. You feel that I'm very happy when you are offering in front of kings or great persons, or when you are decorating, or you're offering in front of a temple, church or mosque. No, I'm happy when you are, please gardener, please pluck me and put me on the way, on that way where the soldiers are marching, or the place where the soldiers are sacrificing their life for the country. That is my desire. See, such a sweet and simple and having a deep meaning. We think the flowers are happy in all. No, the flowers are happy in what? For those people, those who are sacrificing their life for the country. इससे क्या पता चलता है? What does the poet wants to send a message from this poem? You know what it is? वो मातृभूमि, वो अपने इस कविता के माध्यम से वो अपने आदर और प्यार, प्रेम मातृभूमि और सैनिकों के और प्रकट करना चाहता है. The poet wants to show his emotion by showing the respect and love to the soldiers and our motherland. See how they are giving their life for their country and all. So for that, I am more privileged when you offer me that. So it's a very simple and sweet poem having a deep meaning. If you will understand the meanings means not that you have to learn each and every meaning. Mujhe to lena. No, that is not the thing which you have to learn the meaning. Meaning means main meanings. Only you keep it in mind, which teacher will send you in the parents of the notes I will send you. The thing is, you understand the poem. You by heart it, not only you by heart it, by the meaning you by heart it. So you will, the poem will be very easy for you. Repeat after me. Sing. Repeat in your mind what I am reading now. Pushpa ki abhilasha, the desire of a flower. What is it? चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं. चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिन प्यारी को ललचाऊं. चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं. चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ूं, भाग्य पर इठलाऊं. मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने, जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. Makhanlal Chaturvedi. If you were face to face, I would have made you each one of them read this poem. So that doesn't mean that you don't have to read it. Whatever note, whatever is thought that day itself, study. Don't wait for the last moment to study. If you study that day, the notes will be very easy and all the portions also will be very easy for you. Okay, so what is it? चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं. Yes, repeat in your mind. चाह नहीं, the pronunciation, listen carefully. चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला में बिंद प्यारी को ललचाओ. चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं. चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर चढ़ू भाग्य पर इठलाओ. मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम टेक. मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने जिस पथ जावे वीर अनेक. I know most of them have by heart till now itself, isn't it? So, Chaha. What is Chaha? Desire. Surbala. What is Surbala? Angel. Geheno. Ornaments. Guntha. To tie up. Premi. Lover. Once again, Chaha. What is Chaha? Desire. Surbala. Angel. Geheno. Ornaments. Guntha. What is Guntha? To tie up. Premi. Lovers. All of them know. Chaha. Samrato. Kings. Shav. Dead body. That also everybody knows. Hari. What is Hari? God. Good. Devo ke sir par. Dev means God. Sir, head. Chadu. Chadu means chadana, to climb. Bhagya, fate. Itlana, to be proud. Tod lena, to pluck me. Vanmali, gardener. Path, way, road, rasta. Sheesh, head. Veera, brave. Who are brave? Brave soldiers. Anek, many. The meanings, notes, everybody else share you afterwards. This you go through. Now, okay. So, again, Pushpa ki Abhilasha. What is it? Desire of a flower. You can see an angel over here. What is it? I don't have the desire to be tied in the ornaments of an angel. Who's telling this? Flower. You can see that angel so sweetly she's sitting, but the flower is not at all desiring. Okay. I don't have the desire to be tied in the lover's or bridegroom's garland. You can see, the flowers, they are, but the flower is not at all desiring. So what you see, the first stanza, have you seen it? I don't have the desire to be tied in the ornaments of an angel. And same thing, I don't have the desire to be tied in the lover's or bridegroom's garland. Say the next stanza. I don't want to be put on the dead body of a king. मैं नहीं चाहता, the famous person of king. I don't want to be put on the dead body of a king. Okay, next. I don't want to be offered to God. भगवान के माथे पर डालना भी उनके, अगर आप मुझे फूल भगवान पर चढ़ाए, मैं वो भी नहीं चाहता. But we think what? That he is feeling very proud, but no, it's not at all desiring. I request the gardener. What he is requesting? I request the gardener to pluck me and put on the way where the soldiers march and sacrifice the life for their country. So understood what he is requesting the gardener? I request the gardener to pluck me and put me on the way where the soldiers march and sacrifice the life for their country. Seen it? यहाँ डालो, जहाँ सैनिक है, सैनिक means soldiers. You should know the Hindi words because you are learning Hindi. So सैनिक जहाँ से चल रहे हैं, जहाँ वो मार्च कर रहे हैं, हम चाहते हैं कि आप फूल वहाँ डालो and sacrifice their life for their country. So once again, what is it? वो फूल जो है, वो नहीं चाहता. I don't have the desire to be tied in the ornaments of an angel. Okay? Next, I don't have the desire to be tied in the lovers or bridegroom's garland. First stanza. Third, I don't want to be put on the dead body of a king. Okay, आपने देखा है ना कि यहाँ कितने फूल और डाले गए हैं, कहाँ पर? I don't want be offered to God also. भगवान पर फूल डालना भी मुझे बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं, मेरी इच्छा नहीं है. So what I am requesting? I request the gardener to pluck me and put me on the way where the soldiers march and sacrifice their life for the country. So he's requesting the gardener and he wishes to be put on that part. Okay, now what is the message of this poem? क्या है? कवि चाहता है कि हम अपनी मातृभूमि पर प्यार करें, उन लोगों का आदर करें, सम्मान करें जिन्होंने हमारे देश के लिए अपनी जान तक बलि दे दी है. So the poet wants that you should give respect and love to those people who sacrifice their life for their country. The poet is not at all desiring anything from this. Okay, so all of them, have you understood this whole poem? इसे क्या कहते हैं? पुष्प की अभिलाषा. So say after me, क्या है वो? चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव, चाह नहीं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाओ. तो कवि, so all this poem, what is the name of the poem? पुष्प की अभिलाषा. Who is the poet? माखनलाल चतुर्वेदी. वो क्या कहना चाहता है? वो कहना चाहता है कि हम अपनी मातृभूमि और जो लोग उसकी सेवा कर रहे हैं, सैनिक, उन्हें हम आदर और प्यार दें. सो वो नहीं चाहता कि हम सुरबालों के गहनों में, गहना ऑर्नामेंट्स, वो नहीं चाहता कि हम प्रेमी माला के बित प्यारी को ललचाओ. वो नहीं चाहता कि वो देवों के सिर पर हरी डाला जाओ, ना राजा के सिर पर, और वो चाहता है कि हम मातृभूमि पर मुझे चढ़ाया गया. सो I hope this class you have understood what is it. The notes I will share to you. The parents have please download it. Those who haven't downloaded, the notes will be shared to all the students, all my dear lovely students of standard 5th. Whatever teacher is teaching that day itself, study it. This poem you should by heart it. When we'll come face to face, or any day I'll ask you this poem, anyone. Okay, so I wind up this class. We'll meet you in the next session. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.